Live from Studio B in the Media Center, this is BTV. Now, here's Eloise.
Good afternoon, PS 101. It's 1:40 on this October 30th. I'm Eloise. Maria will have your weather and sports coming up. Let's start by doing our pledge. Everyone please stand, face the flag, salute, and pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. This afternoon's ruler word of the day is jubilant and is in the yellow quadrant of the mood meter. When we feel jubilant, we show great pride and satisfaction in something that we have accomplished. Everyone has to work hard at times, and sometimes it can take a lot of us. When we're jubilant, we show extreme happiness in the hard work that it takes to end up with a victory. For example, maybe you've studied very hard for a science test and then aced it. Or maybe you practiced playing an instrument for a big solo performance. By working so hard and doing so well with the task at hand, you may have become very happy or jubilant. So, when you have a big task ahead of you, reflect on the times where you achieved great satisfaction. This will inspire you to keep working hard so that you can have that jubilant feeling all over again and again. The cold weather will be here before you know it, and with cold and flu season quickly approaching, this is a good time to remind you to make sure you're using hand sanitizer and washing your hands frequently, especially before you eat and certainly after using the bathroom. Also remember to cover your mouth or nose when you cough or sneeze, and not to put your fingers around your face. This will help to keep you healthy and here with us in school every day. Parent-teacher conferences are this Thursday, November 2nd. Students will be dismissed at 11:30 a.m. For more information about times and Zoom links for parent-teacher conferences, visit ps101q.org. Right now, it's 1:44 and you're watching BTV Monday Morning. Now let's send it over to Maria at the weather wall for today's forecast and your sports update at the Studio B Sports Desk.
Thanks, Eloise. Currently outside, it's a breezy 58 degrees under mostly cloudy skies with some scattered showers around. This afternoon will continue to be mostly cloudy with some scattered showers around the area. And if we're lucky, we may see some breaks of sun late. We'll see a high of 63 degrees. Tonight, we'll see some clearing and it will become much colder. We'll see a brisk overnight temperature of 42 degrees. And here's a look at our BTV 5-day forecast, which shows much colder week ahead compared to last week. Expect below normal temperatures for most of the week with chilly but mostly dry conditions for your trick-or-treating. Tomorrow, a blustery shower on Wednesday will lead to slightly warmer temperatures with highs in the mid to upper 50s by the end of the week. Now for your sport update. In hockey, the Rangers face off against the Jets, and the Islanders host the Red Wings later on tonight. In basketball, the Nets tip off against the Hornets, while the Knicks have the night off. In baseball, in the World Series, the Texas Rangers visit the Arizona Diamondbacks in Game 3 of the World Series. The series is tied at 1 game apiece. Well, that's our afternoon update. Now let's send it over to Eloise, who has some important guests she'll like to introduce you to.
On today's special BTV episode, we're honored to have several distinguished guests. On today's special BTV episode, we're honored to have several distinguished guests with us. First, we have the New York City Department of Education Chancellor, David Banks, who is in charge of the largest school system in the nation. Also joining us is Councilwoman Lynn Schulman, who, by the way, also grew up in Forest Hills and works hard to make our city a better place to live. We also have Cynthia Nieto, the PTA parent from PS 50 in Queens, who is present to receive coats that our school donated to migrant families last November. We'd like to welcome all of you to VTV.
Thank you. It's our pleasure to be here. This is wonderful. And I just want to say one thing. When you did your sports update, the Jets beat the Giants yesterday, and I was very happy about that.
Hi, Miss Nieto. My name is Eloise. This first question is for you.
Hi, Eloise.
Last year during Thanksgiving, our student council, under the direction of our guidance counselor, Miss Youssef, organized a school-wide coat drive, and brand new coats were delivered to all of the migrant students at your school, PS50. You were there to receive the coats on behalf of the migrant families at your school. How did that make you feel, to know that you had the support from our school with the coats that were donated to your school?
Oh, this is a good question. Hi, everyone. I'm Cynthia Nieto. I'm the secretary of PTA of PS50. For me, it's a pleasure to be here. And yes, I was there when I received the code, and I really appreciated all the effort that you do it to help us and bring the codes. And how do I feel? I feel so wonderful when I see the kids' face, and they are so happy and really help us a lot. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Hi, Chancellor Banks.
Hi.
It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
I'm very happy to be here with you today. This is a great show.
This next question is for you.
Okay.
Just as our school is doing whatever we can to support migrant students in our district, how can you share how you're helping migrant students on a broader level who are coming to New York City public schools so that they can successfully adapt to their new educational environment?
That is such a great question, and thank you. So we've started something that we call Project Open Arms. And that means for all of the migrant students that are coming, we've welcomed them with open arms, because we think it's really important that every child who's coming into our schools feels welcome. But think about, they're coming, many of them had a dangerous trip to even get here to America. And just think about, if you're a young child, all of the danger and all the challenges and all the trauma that you must feel. It's really important that when they show up and come to our schools, that they feel really welcome. And how do you feel welcome? You feel welcome when people say, we want you to be here, and we give them wide open arms, and we let them know that we love them, and we want to make sure that we can support them. So schools all across New York City are also providing coats and clothes for students who don't have enough. We're making sure that we're doing that. We have a lot of our parent associations that have had canned food drives to try to raise money even for more food for those families as well. The city of New York has been trying to find housing and making sure that they have a roof over their head. And a lot of our students, we provide a lot of translation services for them. I was even at several schools where the students that don't speak English, they have classmates who speak their language, who become like a buddy for them and will translate what the teacher is saying, and that helps them as well. So there are a wide range of things that we're doing, but the most important thing that we can do is to smile, to be a good person, and to let them know that we love them and we welcome them here.
And what are your thoughts on how the students here at my school have engaged with parents, teachers, and other fellow students to support migrant students in our district?
Well, this is my first time here, and but the things that I'm hearing about sound absolutely wonderful. First of all, your principal is just amazing, and the students that I've met who are part of the council are just incredible. Maxwell was the first one that greeted me at the front door, and all of his classmates and the members of the council have been just fantastic. And I can only imagine if you are treating the other students, particularly new students who are coming, the way that you treated me, to me, that's the best of New York. That's what we want everybody to be treated with, warmth and kindness. That's how we make our world a better place.
Hi, Councilwoman Schulman. My name is Maria. Are there other ways you can suggest that schools, communities across our district, and even the city can support migrants in their schools? And why is that so important?
Well, like the Chancellor said, that's very important because we need to make the migrants feel welcome, particularly the children, because they have gone through a lot of trauma. And what we can do, what I can do, first of all, I wanted the Chancellor to come here so that he can hear firsthand about how we help migrant children in this district. And the fact that you had a student-led initiative to help the migrant students at the school where the most migrant children are coming to in this district is amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. You got the parents involved, you got the teachers involved, you got your classmates involved, and that's what we need to do. And I, as a member of the City Council, have been, first of all, I'm on the Education Committee, so I work with the Chancellor and I work with others, I work with my colleagues in making sure that schools have the money they need, that they have the resources they need, and we work together, because that's what, we all have to work together if we want to make this work, and we want to make sure, because we need immigrants. Immigrants have made this country, and these immigrants are going to make this country also, and it's so important for them to have all they need, because our kids only get one chance at a good education, and we have to make sure that we do it the right way. And you guys are an example, a best practice for doing that.
This question is for both Chancellor Banks and Councilwoman Shulman. Schools are places to learn, grow, and support one another. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our students and school community before we end?
I think just that to know, first of all, I love this show, this BTV. This is amazing. It really is. And I think this show gives you an opportunity to talk to the entire school community and to let everybody know what's going on. And it's obvious that you've been doing that and around how to help the migrant kids. So I think if there's any final word that I would leave, I would say is this. I don't think there's anything more important than being a good person and helping other people. And we want you to go to school every day and get a good education so that you can grow up and that you can have an impact on other people's lives. And it's amazing to see that you're already doing that. And so I just want to encourage you to keep up the good work, keep doing what you're doing. This is an amazing school, and you can be an example for schools all across New York City to know how to have open arms and how to show love and kindness to all of the children. Don't you think that's important? Yes. That we as kids, that you're nice to other kids as well?
Yes.
But sometimes kids can be a little cruel, you know. They're not always nice. Well, it's important that all kids that you're nice, and particularly for the students who are just coming to your school. It's not easy to be the new kid coming into a school. And so keep up the good work and keep continuing to just be a good person.
You know, it's so easy to get consumed by the negative things that are in the news media. So the fact that we have examples of what we're all about as New Yorkers, that's really the truth. So you are amazing. You've done amazing work. I'm gonna challenge the Chancellor to bring this as a best practice to other school districts. I'm more than happy to work on that with you. And it's so important. We have the holidays coming up. We have things that we can do. I spoke to the principal already about us trying to bring things to the school so that we can help the migrant kids. And whatever ideas that you have, you should bring it to us. All right? You should really bring it to us so that you can move forward with the ideas you had here. You brought it to the parents and your colleagues, your other students, and to the leadership of the school. You should bring it to us too, as an elected official and as the Chancellor of the city's public school system, because we have a great public school system, and you're the prime example of what we can do that makes us look that makes us the best.
Interruption. At this time, all students, please get ready for pickup. All bus students, please get ready for pickup.
Well, this has been an informative conversation, a fun experience, and we certainly learned a lot. We'd like to thank Chancellor Banks and Councilwoman Shulman for joining us today on this special afternoon edition of BTV. We'd also like to thank our Superintendent, Dr. Blake, and Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Hall, Ms. Paniagua, the principal of PS 101, Ms. Nieto, the PTA parent of PS 15 Queens, all of our PS 101 Parents Association parents, and special guests who were in with us live in studio today. It's been a pleasure to have you on with us, and we're so glad you were able to visit our school and appear with us on BTV.
Well, that's all for this special edition of BTV. Remember, you can always get more information at ps201q.org or one of our social media platforms like X and Facebook. For Eloise, Mr. Hyman, and all of us at BTV, I'm Maria. As always, have a beautiful day, and thanks for spending part of your afternoon with us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow morning for BTV News First at 8:10 a.m. Have a great rest of the day, everyone. Bye.
Oh my gosh! Did we cut? Are we off? This is amazing! Oh my gosh! We should have had Ramon and his team here. They have to come back here. No, one of the things.